Welcome to part 3 of my Canva for Beginners series. In the first two videos, we covered the dashboard and the editor. Today, we're going to stay inside the editor and look at what happens when you click on different parts of a design. For today's example, I have an invitation open inside the editor. You'll notice that when I click on an element like this text, for example, Canva will show a toolbar across the top with different editing options. First, you'll see the font. This is where you can choose a different style of text if you'd like. Next, you'll see the size, and this is where you can make the text larger or smaller. Then you'll see the color option. This lets you change the color of your text. After that, you'll see formatting options like bold, italic, and if I click on these three dots, I can see more. I can see there's also underline, strike through, and then if you want to make your text all uppercase, if it's not already, you could click on this and it will change it to all uppercase. You'll also notice there's an alignment and list option, which will help you line up your text or turn it into a list. And then we also have spacing here, where we can adjust the spacing between the letters. And if you had more than one line of text, you can increase the space between those lines of text. There's also a transparency option, which allows you to make the text more or less transparent or see-through. And then effects is where you can add things like shadows, outlines, or curved text. And then there's animate, and this lets you add movement to your text, which is helpful for videos or presentations. And then there's also position, which helps you to move text forward, backward, or line it up with other parts of your design. I'm going to click on another element in this design so you can see what the toolbar looks like. So when I click on this cake, you'll notice that the toolbar looks a little bit different. So if I click on edit here, it shows several different options, which we'll go over in more detail in a future video. You'll also notice that it gives the option to change all the colors of this element. And then I'm going to come over here because some of these don't really apply too much to this element, but I'm going to show you that you could flip this element, which you probably wouldn't want to do in this design, but you could flip it vertically, horizontally. There's also the transparency option, animation, and position, which we already went over.